Network Entertainment.
Hi girls and boys! Kami ang
Lady Bosses!
Mga sister-alets!
CR tayo. Let's go!
Jeannie, di ba napag-usapan natin previous episode na marami tayong listeners na mga OFW?
Oo.
Ang galing nga kasi nung iniisip natin yung topic, yung next topic, biglang dumaan sa feed ko ang isang attorney, Patricia Yvonne Mangrobang Kaunan. Do I pronounce it correctly? Yes. In short, si Attorney PY na Administrator of the Overseas Workers Welfare Administration or known as OWA. OWA? OWA?
Ooh.
Ano naman?
Oh wow na lang, oh wow.
OWA? Oh wow. Wow.
Oo nga, no? Ang ganda.
Ano yung uwu? Yung bakit na meme mo? Uwu.
Ako ba nag-send na? Hindi ako nag-send na. Sige.
Ayun, pinapakilala natin si Attorney PY. Makikita niyo siya karaniwan sa mga government events. Ang dami niyang projects. Tapos lagi mo kasama si Pia.
Pia.
Cayetano.
Yes.
Hindi.
May Pia Cayetano?
Hindi. Kasi endorser, she's promoting your projects.
She
Pia-
volunteered.
Pia who?
She
Pia.
volunteered. Pia Words by
Ah.
John C. Lagyan ng John
John
C.
C.
Oo, huwag kalimutan. So, shout out kay Pia.
Hi, Pia.
Hi Pia, baka naman. Pwede mag-guest
Lady
dito.
boss talaga yan.
Oh, my
Well, si
goodness.
Pia nag-volunteer to help us in OWA. So, she's an OWA ambassador. Ang hindi alam ng mga tao, she used to be an OFW.
Where? What
Yeah,
country?
in London, she used to work as a waitress. And then also, she went to, parang she worked for a paper factory. And then, nung naging waitress siya, tapos parang na-realize niya, waitress or front of the house? Basta ganyan.
Wow.
In a hotel. Tapos na-realize siya, teka lang, parang mas recognize yung mga chef. Balik siyang Pinas, nag-culinary siya.
Oh, kaya pala.
Tapos, pero after na nun, balik na naman siyang London. Trabaho na naman siya.
Chef na siya noon.
Oo, tapos na-realize na, teka lang, parang okay yata beauty queen. So, balik siya ulit, and then yun na, nanalo na siya.
Ang ganda.
Sabi niya sa
Sorry.
kitchen, parang napakaganda ko para dito.
Bagay dito.
Excuse me, hindi ka naka-hairnet.
Ayaw niya mag-hairnet. Ayaw niya.
So,
Sayang yung buhok niya.
aside from being an OFW, or previously an OFW, anak din siya ng caregiver. OFW caregiver. Tapos, of course, yung advocacy niya, mental health, alam natin maraming OFWs na nalulungkot. And that's one of the things I want to talk to you guys about. Kasi, OWA, they don't know na parang meron kaming call center. Tapos yung call center namin, talagang trained yung mga tao. 24 hours yan. Non-stop yan. Minsan may tumatawag dyan. Ang issue niya, of course, may mga seryoso, no, na kaso, sexual harassment, breach of contract. Pero meron din parang love problem.
Okay, yeah, I would
Oo.
understand.
Na
Na
para-
yung family back in Manila?
Hindi, yung parang tipong gusto namin tulungan kami ng OWA kasi nagpundar ako ng motor, tricycle para sa asawa ko, pero iba yung nakaangkas.
Oh.
Ganyan. Anong magagawa ng OWA para dito? Ganyan lahat.
Meron ba?
Meron ba nga?
Well, alam mo, pinapatulan ko pa rin yan, kinakausap ko yan. Kasi nag-worry siya dyan eh.
Oo.
Diba? Na-apektuhan yung trabaho niya. So, very important yung mga touch points pagdating sa OFW. And it only shows, parang kahit anong concern, ang tinatawagan nila OWA.
Oo nga, no?
OWA, oo.
Yung tumatawag sa inyo mga,
From other countries.
from other countries
Oo.
talaga or yung mga nandito na?
So, from other countries, saka dito, pati pamilya nila. And then what we use, meron kaming hotline, 1348. Pero napansin namin, grabe yung gamit nila sa Facebook Messenger.
Okay.
So, doon din,
Ang dami niyo nga followers 1.2 million na no?
kulang pa yun. Sabi ko nga sa team ko,
Sa
parang
dami.
kulang
Yung
yan.
iba, ina-add ba ikaw na mismo?
Ako na mismo, rumirekta na talaga sila. Taga dito na namin, ito na yung kakausapin namin. And then, we also have like, of course, WhatsApp and Viber because they're abroad. So, ano yan, siguro in a day, we get to have around 200 new cases that we handle every day.
Ano yung worst case? Scenario na naman. What's the
Marami
worst case,
yan,
for example?
marami. Kasi what people don't know, we assist workers pag namatay sila, di ba, we do the repatriation of the remains. But what they don't know is that pag nagkasakit yung kababayan natin abroad, and kailangan niya siya ibalik, for example, after a surgery, after siguro, kunwari may findings na meron siyang yung mga binibisita ko sa ospital. And that's one thing, if mapapansin mo, like, those are public events that I go to. But when we go abroad, I make it a point to really visit hospitals na naka-confine yung mga kababayan. I don't want them to feel na nakalimutan sila.
Oo, na mag-isa lang sila.
Oh, but I don't want it to
Who
be
updates
posted.
you with the list of
We have,
kababayan?
because we support them. That's what
Oh, I
people
see, I
don't
see.
know. So tapos when we need to bring them back, no, sometimes it would require, like they would say it's a stretcher case. So ibig sabihin, 3 upuan sa airport, ay sa aeroplano. Tapos kailangan may nurse na kasama, kundi hindi papayag, for example, yung airline. Lahat yon sagot ng OWA for our worker to go home. Up until
But
makarating
it's
siya.
also nice that you bring them home na hindi katawan na lang, na hindi bangkay, diba?
Oo
Na they would
naman.
rest here.
Yun yung assurance namin sa mga OFWs na marami sila, admittedly. We cannot be everywhere.
Last count, how many OFWs do you have?
Well, for OWA, we have 2 million active members and around 8 million inactive. So I would say mga around that number, 10 to 12 million OFWs.
When you say OFW, hindi pa totally nag-migrate sa ibang bansa.
Which means they're not permanent residents.
Okay.
Or, syempre, yung fully immigrant status. Oo. So, pag
Philippine
OFW kasi
citizen.
temporary,
Right.
workers, diba?
Assignment, yeah.
So, yan yung, so meron kaming 2 million, but as the new administrator, sabi ko, kailangan mas marami tayong maging member. Kasi, the concept is, if OWA member ka, mas protected ka,
Correct.
diba?
Oo.
May mga lumalapit ba sa inyo na yung mga nag-TNT?
Oo.
So, tinutulungan nyo pa rin?
Oo, kasi, even if OWA has its specific mandate, no, which is tulungan natin yung mga OFWs, paano kami hihindi sa Pilipino? Not for anything, di ba? Ang pinakaayoko na ugali is yung, ay ma'am, hindi kami yan so punta na lang kayo sa kabilang office.
Yeah.
Humihingi na ng
Tulong. Tsaka pag the fact na humingi na ng tulong, desperate move na yun, di ba?
So what we do, we explain lang. This is not really our turf, no? But be patient with us. We'll be the one to connect you with the right people, and they'll call you or or we'll set out an appointment for you. Kasi sayang na yung punta nila eh. And the fact na pumunta sila means they need help. Diba? Yun.
Okay, one of the reasons why we have you also here is we're constantly looking for funny women in other fields. So, I would think sa gobyerno, wala masyadong humor. But ikaw, na-apply mo ba yung sense of humor mo?
Araw-araw.
Okay.
Araw-araw. Kasi mabigat na yung dinadala ng mga kababayan natin. First, of course, you recognize what they're going through. No? But then after that, meron kasi kaming caravan ngayon. Itong alagang OFW caravan. And then we connected with DMW's Bagong Bayani caravan. Ano ibig sabihin? So we go around and we bring services of the government for the first time in history. PSA, Pag-ibig, PhilHealth, SSS,
Pwede ba?
DMW,
Apply
OWA.
tayo dyan.
So we bring all of these services to the OFW. Why? Because pagbabalik sila dito, pipila pa sila. Sayang yung araw nila with their families.
Yes.
So punta na lang kami doon, 'di ba? So
Ang
very
ganda.
appreciative sila and dinudumog kami. That's why sabi namin, kahit may pre-registration, alam mo, hindi mo mapigilan yung mga kababayan natin. Sabi namin, may QR po, ganyan. Naku, tuloy-tuloy lang. So, anong kailangan? Kasi medyo asar na sila kasi ang haba ng pila, right? So, dyan nagsasalita na ako yung meron nga ako lagi sinasabi sa kanila, sabi ko, mga kababayan, sabi ko, pag halimbawa ba, sumasabog na, may mga missile na around you, at isang tawag na lang ang gagawin nyo. Sinong tatawagan nyo? OWA o JOWA? Sagot sila, OWA! Sabi nila, sabihin ko daw sa inyo kung ano mga serbisyo ng OWA. Sige, kasabihin ko sa inyo yan ha. Yung jowa nyo, pinag-aaral nyo. Yung OWA, kami nagpapaaral sa mga anak nyo. Ganyan. Yung jowa, iniiwan kayo. Yung OWA, kami pasusundo sa inyo. Ganyan. So, tawa sila na tawa. Tapos sabi ko, so ano? OWA o jowa? Sagot ng iba, OWA. Tapos may sumagot na isa, Jowa na taga-OWA. Tapos so we try to, humor is very important and good vibes. And the last caravan we did was in Al-Khobar in Saudi Arabia, where we have in that area alone more than 100,000, maybe 150K. Just that area of Saudi Arabia. We have kasi over 1 million in Saudi Arabia, and then around over 1 million as well in UAE.
Wow.
So these are 2 countries where we have a lot of workers. No? So that area pa lang in Al-Khobar, when we went there, talagang they felt parang good vibes daw yung pagpunta nila doon. And kasi kami sa OWA, if I may also share, no, kaya medyo dinudumog kami ngayon. We have the OWA e-card.
Okay.
Kasi dati, sabi ng alam mo naman mga OFW, sabi nila, ba't naman kami mag-OWA member? Wala naman kami napapala. Kasi yung OWA, para may mapala ka, kailangan may nangyari sa'yo. Yan yung konsepto yan yung konsepto nun eh. Yun yung original.
Mangyari meaning nagkasakit ka.
Kasakit
Parang
ka.
insurance.
Na-abuse
Oo,
ka.
ganun yan eh. Di ba pag insurance, sa feeling mo, gastos yan. Well, up until you get to actually benefit from it. So it's a challenge. The challenge has always been how to expand the benefits and make sure, people feel that way. Galing akong private sector. So naisip ko, yung e-card, you know what we can do? We can partner with different companies all over the world and give discounts and privileges to OFWs. So now they have in Saudi Arabia 20% discount from Starbucks for Frappuccino. And
Ang ganda.
a lot. And here in the Philippines, we partnered with Nike and Jordan. So it's up to 50% discounts
Pati
on
yung
some
mga pasalubong
products.
nila, halimbawa na bibili.
And so we have a lot, balikbayan boxes, discounts, of course, remittances, airlines, transportation, restaurants. So now they're like,
Who negotiated with all of those? You?
me,
Your team,
and
yeah.
me and my
Ang
team.
galing.
So, kung bibili ako ng Nike, hahanap ako ng OFW.
Oh, di ba?
50% off.
20.
20 ba?
50, up to 50, and some products up to 50. So, parang point ko, these are little things, pero hindi na nga little because, to be an OWA member, ang requirement lang is you pay 1/4, which is $25.
Okay na. Bistro card nga, 2.5
Every 2 years. Every 2 years.
Oh,
That's so...
It's 50 pesos. It's 50 pesos. 50 pesos lang po, mga kababayan yan. So, sabi ko nga, ayoko nang in-announce
Wait
dito.
lang, paano sila kukuha? Through website?
It's online, and then we have it, as you know. So, all of these services, we call it Alagang OWA. Diba? Because we want the OFWs, 2 things. Because we want the OFWs to feel you guys are recognized, you guys are important, and you deserve this. No? But it's also a signal to the world, hey world, look at how we treat our OFWs. Before they leave, they have a business lounge for them, maintained by OWA. Please
Sa
naman,
airport.
treat them well because this is how we
Ang ganda.
value them.
Oo.
Yan.
Ang ganda.
So, and overall, no, so we have that, the lounges, as you know, we're going to launch a new lounge kasi nung nag-inspect ako last time, naku, madumi. Alam mo naman, pag lady boss, kailangan, ba't ang dumi? Tapos, so, we're launching the new one, Terminal 1 this September. And then, so we offer the e-cards at our lounges, at our offices, and they can apply online. And so, pag nagka-caravan kami, nako, yung pila talaga for the e-card, even if it's like just 1 to 2 minutes per transaction, sa dami ng gustong kumuha. And then this September 25, we're announcing all the discounts and privileges from all over the world because we have offices all over the world. So, we hope in this way, in this little way, the OFWs would feel naman na parang, we're going beyond our mandate. We want you to, without spending government funds, taxpayers' money, and even your fund, the trust fund.
Correct.
This is just us and the private sector thanking the OFWs for
Galing.
what they have contributed.
You were telling me a story about the negative narrative that we always hear about OFW, but there's a good side of it. So can you share more about it?
I believe personally, no, na the OFW story, which has been there for 5 decades already for the Philippines, 52 years, it's a story of success
Yeah.
and a story of resilience.
Yes.
And that story of resilience, it resonates all over the Philippines because we all know without OFW remittances, I don't know kung nasa na yung
Correct.
economy
Oo,
natin,
oo.
10% of our gross domestic product. So yes, there are sad stories. And sad stories, we try to limit them, prevent them, but at the same time deal with them and give them assistance and handhold them, no, up until they're able to recover. But we also have to celebrate success stories of OFWs, those that have been recognized as artists, as professionals, as leaders in their industries, no. And there's this campaign that was made by the Office of the President about we giving the world our best. And sometimes, if you look at it, parang, oh, are we giving away talent? Well, I think that's an old school perspective. The world is so interconnected now that, you can contribute to the Philippines directly, indirectly, even if you're not in the Philippines. Yeah.
Correct.
So it's recognized worldwide, for example, that for healthcare alone, tayo number one dyan. Gusto nila Pilipino. So ako nga, ang perspective ko siya, sabi, yung iba, ang school of thought nila, tawag ko sa kanya, Baby D eh.
Para si Kichi. Scenes ko.
ang
talaga.
ang iba sinasabi, pigilan natin yung mga nurse umalis. Ako naman, ba't mo pipigilan? Sila nagbayad ng tuition nila. I mean, that's their right if they want to pursue, no? Pero sa akin, coming from the private sector and going to government, so kulang. Kulang yung demand. Di ba, private sector ka, di dapat damihan natin.
Correct.
Di ba? To be able to address the demand, the global demand. Kasi tanggapin natin, ang mundo, ang gusto nila mag-alaga sa kanila, Pilipino. Okay. Kung ayaw pa natin i-embrace yung role na yan, tapos yung anong gusto nating role sa mundo? Hindi naman tayo oil producer, hindi naman tayo, huwag na tayo mag-invento ng role. This is
Andyan
our
na yung
natural
demand eh.
role,
Yes.
diba? And dapat hindi ikahiya yun. So this story of success and recognition of the contribution of our OFWs all over the world, I don't think it's a story of like, ay kasi walang trabaho sa Pilipinas. It should be seen as kasi in demand ng Pilipino. So whether it's in the Philippines or worldwide, ano naman ngayon? I mean, that's, first of all, they contribute to the Philippines even if they're outside.
Tama.
So parang instead of denying it, claim it. Claim it and be successful with it. And there are a lot of nurses. Shout out to the nurses. I know they're listening.
Yes.
Mga lady bosses in Europe, in Asia, Americas. They're doing a great job. And alam mo yun, kami talaga sa OWA, what we want lang is for them to feel they're not forgotten and that there's always the government pag hindi na nila kaya. And ako na appreciate ko yun kasi we have also volunteers na mga nurses. So we have shelters in certain countries where we house distressed workers. And we have Filipino nurses na magvo-volunteer to help yung kababayan. So talagang bayanihan
Ang
spirit.
galing.
Oo.
Ang ganda rin na yung campaign nyo, si Alagang OWA. Kasi sila din yung mga nag-aalaga sa ibang bansa, tapos binabalik nyo lang yung alaga sa kanila, di ba?
Kaya nga sila bagong bayani.
Oo, totoo.
Kasi
Bagong
talagang-
bayani talaga.
Oo.
It's so much a sacrifice also on their part to leave their families behind.
Oo.
Di ba nga sabi mo, may tumatawag na may jowang iba, yung kanyang pinupondohan ng motorsiklo. Di ba parang, ang hirap din for themselves eh. They're providing to their families. But at the same time, yung quality time with their family, nawawala.
Tama.
And then the mothers leaving their
Exactly.
babies and their children.
That's the hardest part.
What people don't know also about OWA is that our mandate extends to the families,
Okay.
most
Ah,
especially
maganda.
the children.
Okay.
So we have the overseas children's circle where we, and baka naman mag-volunteer yung iba dito. We have
What's the requirements?
seminars and parang conferences. We are supporting their development as artists, no?
Okay.
And iba-iba yan. So we have acting, we have singing, performing, painting, and then we also have
Summer classes or like a continuous
continuous,
program?
ano yan.
Wow.
Kasi we have OFW family circles. Medyo malaki tong OWA, ano na to. So we
Community,
do it. And then at the same time, what we do is that, pag alimbawa yung children, no, medyo pa-college na, OWA offers scholarships. So right now, we have less than 30,000 scholars of
Dami yan.
dependents. Yes.
Hi, I'm Joelle. I talk for a living and I'm an overthinker. Life keeps going and the questions keep coming. But I hope you find comfort in the fact na hindi ka mag-isa. Ang dami nating overthinker, no? Sa ups and downs, twists and turns ng buhay, paano kung ituloy lang natin ang paghanap ng kasagutan? Ready? Tara! This is Joelle's Podcast. Paano kung? Powered by the Pod Network.
Tapos marami nagme-message sa akin na parang, pwede ba yung anak ko rin scholar? And then I tell them, talagang they have to go through the process. Oo.
Screening
Screening. And then, hindi OWA yung nagpapa-exam eh. DOST yung nagpapa-exam.
Tama naman.
Oo.
Para
Kasi-
walang biases.
Oo, saka alam nyo,
Expertise ng
medyo, siguro dapat magsawa na tayo as a country sa mga palakasan, sa mga patrapo, di ba?
PY! PY for president!
PY for president.
Hindi. Sa atin, pero sabi ko, but, for example, ang chine-check ko, ang hindi alam ng mga tao, ang chine-check ko pag ganyan, ilan yung hindi nakakuha.
Okay.
Kasi yung hindi nakakuha, kailangan pa rin ng tulong.
Oo, tama.
Okay.
Okay?
Sa ibang paraan.
So,
Oo.
inahanapan ko ng paraan. Kasi syempre, budget-wise, may nakaset lang.
Oo.
Yun yung i-explain ko sa mga tao. May binibigay lang sa aming pera. Limitado lang yung pera. Masakit man aminin, ang pera ng OWA na binibigay ng gobyerno, wala pang 3 bilyon. Kaya nga sabi ko kay Baby D, baka naman pwedeng bigyan kami ng konti ng flood control pera dyan para sa OFWs. Kasi pag nakikita ko yung amount ngayon, syempre, as OWA administrator, minsan na-imagine ko, kung may portion dito, nabigay ko na lang sana as sa scholarship ng mga anak ng OFW. Kasi we support them for 4 years eh.
Oo nga.
4 years, hanggang matapos.
Tingnan mo, kung merong pera from the flood control, di sana nagbe-British accent na yung
British accent na sila, di ba?
Actually, intention din ng episode na to is just to prove na alisin natin lahat ng affiliations and political whatsoever. May mga departamento ang gobyerno na maayos.
Oo.
PTRI, halimbawa, sa weaving mo, di ba maayos din sila eh.
Oo.
So, wag natin i-generalize.
Oo. Tama.
Oo, kasi sometimes people, like, tingin ko, kahit ano namang administration, no, may mga tao talaga, like me, coming from, for example, syempre, di nawala sa utak ko yung pagiging scholar ng bayan ko. No? So,
UP
parang,
to eh.
diba,
UP
parang
lang.
naisip ko, before I became undersecretary sa DMW, practicing lawyer ako. So, even my family is like, are you sure? Kasi government employees yung nanay at tatay ko bago sila nag-retire. Sigurado ka ba? Kasi napakalaki nung difference. And minsan nagagamit pa yun against me na parang, bata ka pa sa gobyerno. Pero ang di alam ng lahat, since government employees pareho yung parents ko, yun ang dahilan ba't hindi ako sumali sa gobyerno nung umpisa. Why? Because hindi ko
Nakita mo.
afford.
Hindi mo afford yung...
Hindi ko afford
Lifestyle
maging
ng
government employee
employee,
kasi it entails sacrifice.
Yung honestly, honest work.
Oh,
ha?
kasi, and you want that. And you want to honestly serve. Kasi gusto mo, sulit naman tong sakripisyo mo, no? So, parang inisip ko nun, bata ako, batang abogado, marami pa akong gustong bilhin. Alam mo yung marami akong gustong puntahan. Sabi ko, hindi pwede to. Dapat, pag nag-government ako, afford ko na
Right.
na magbigay ng tulong. Kasi kung tutulungan ko pa yung sarili ko, tapos tutulungan pa kita, medyo mabigat.
Oh, tsaka conflict of interest yun eh. Tutulungan mo muna yung sarili mo bago mo tulungan yung iba. So
Dapat
parang
buo ka na
magkakaroon
muna.
yun ng magkakaroon ng uunahin ko muna yung sarili ko.
Exactly.
Diba?
So very thankful ako that coming from the private sector, no, and then now having a chance to work dito sa administration na ngayon, and being given the leeway to be able to introduce new programs. It's a very good opportunity.
So I would think nagamit mo yung mga natutunan mo sa private sector sa mga programs ng OWA.
Oh, from the private sector, and also I was a volunteer lawyer for OFWs noon. So for OFW organizations, some of them, ako yung abogado. So talagang nakikita ko na yung kanilang struggle and anong pinaglalaban nila. So, and then yung pagiging lawyer ko pa, ang practice ko pa, ang specialization ko, overseas labor.
Ang ganda.
Yun talaga yung linya ko. Oo.
But ever since, ito na yung naging advocacy mo. Advocacy. Advocacy.
Sige, Pia words back na sagot.
Pressure naman. Ito na talaga yung naging passion project mo ever since.
Oh, because of what I saw in Hong Kong.
What happened in Hong Kong?
Kasi nung nagpa-practice ako as a lawyer, so may mga clients ako sa Hong Kong, and then we usually go from Hong Kong to Macau, no? And then makikita ko yung difference dun sa lifestyle ng mga may kaya against sa mga Pilipino na pag nagdi-day off sila, nakaupo sila dun sa mga So ngayon, masaya ako kasi I'm part of OWA, and I hope you guys, I'll invite you. Maybe you should do an episode in Hong Kong, di ba? Because we have, it's an OWA maintained also Filipino community center. It's around 2,000 square meters. And we want to...
2,000 square meters.
So doon sila...
In Hong Kong Central. Why? Because we need to put back parang dignity in the name of Filipinos. There.
Kasi naririnig ko pag... Siyempre, yung mga kababayan natin doon sa Hong Kong na pag day off nila nandun
Sa
sila.
Lucky Plaza.
They don't, hindi, Singapore
Iba.
yun.
Central, Chatham Road, Admiralty.
Ano sila, hindi, they don't see it as parang kawawa sila.
Yeah.
It is something na parang,
Celebration.
we just
That's what
gather.
you do.
Oo. Pero, other people na hindi gumagawa nun, like, yun nga, ibang lahi,
nationalities.
parang, nakakaasar naman mga to.
Yeah.
At sila nandyan,
Yeah.
na parang obstruction of
Space.
space
Public space,
or mga basta parang hazard sila or parang
Kaya niya
gano'n.
ginawa ng venue.
Yes,
Separate venue.
for Sundays, so we have a cafe for them for free.
Ang ganda
We
naman.
have
Oo nga.
we have a computer room so it's all,
Para ka-chat nila yung families nila.
and then training because upskilling is important. So we have
Ilang
rooms
years
for
ka na dito,
upskilling.
Ang ganda. Usap tayo mamaya.
It's my first 100 days. Yan.
Ang dami mo nang ginawa.
Kulang pa. Marami
Grabe,
pa tayong
first
gagawin.
100 days mo pa lang dyan?
Oo, first 100.
Kasi, ang
Para kang, when you talk about it, para kang years
kasi
na
yan ang
nandyan.
taong may passion
Galing.
sa trabaho niya.
Then
Diba?
every day kasi kailangan may gawin.
Oo.
Kasi sayang 'di ba? Sayang yung araw. So we have that, and we also have a gym for them which is free. They don't need to Tapos sabi ko pa, and I was approached by an NGO, a civil society organization, and an NGO, international NGO. And there's a study ginawa nila with Filipino migrant workers and other migrant workers. Sabi nila, anong epekto ng musika at kanta sa mga migrant workers? So, malaki daw yung epekto sa OFWs. Kasi mahilig daw karaoke. So, sabi ko, doon sa Philcom Center natin, lagyan mo dyan ng karaoke.
Karaoke rooms.
Para malaki-laking room.
Oo.
Kasi dyan palang tuwang-tuwa na yung mga kababayan natin, diba? So, minsan, itong darating na next week, we're going there sa Hong Kong, and we're going to launch yung Alagang OWA Health and Wellness Program, and I'm gonna be with Pia. And we're going to empower our OFWs, our domestic workers there, about sexual health, about mental health, about everything that they need to know. And then, hindi lang yon. Siguro para punchlining ko na, what is this Alagang OWA all about? Ang dami ko na sinabi. Pa-punchline pa ako.
Punchline pa eh.
Pa-punchline pa ako. Basically, first 100 days, yung maraming bagay na nasabi ko, ginagawa na yun ng OWA. So, more of refining na lang and strengthening. Siguro, looking at other ways on how to roll out some of the programs. But what we lack talaga is, if not the number one demand from OFWs and their families, which is kalusugan, health, and wellness.
tama.
So Alagang OWA, we're very lucky that, of course, not for anything really, the president's really like, oh, you need the programs here for the OFW. So todo yung support for us. So OWA will receive a mobile truck, which is as parang puno yan ng ultrasound, ECG. It's like a what do you call it? Like a lab clinic.
Mobile clinic.
So we're going to pilot it here in Makati in NCR. And we're going to also launch our Alagang OWA Butika, which is tied up with PhilHealth because we want free medicine, maintenance medicines for the OFWs that came back na. Because when you go back to the Philippines, parang retired ka na or semi-retired kasi tapos ka na magtrabaho, di ba? So para sa
Nararamdaman na nila yung mga sakit-sakit sa katawan.
Kasi alam mo, masakit
Physical
din
work
yun eh. Kasi after being a breadwinner, na ang tagal, di ba? Uuwi ka, tapos wala ka ng pera masyado.
Oh, God.
O tapos ngayon, hindi ka na OWA member kasi nga OWA member is pag-active ka, di ba? So sabi ko, hindi pwede yan. Gawa tayo ng paraan kasi nagserbisyo sila sa bayan. So ito, programa naman ito, gawin lang natin, tama lang yung marketing niyan, saka i-tie up natin para kasi tanggapin nyo na pag OFW, ang unang pupuntahan OWA. So, we will be launching the Alagang OWA Butika. We're just getting I think they're prioritizing us already when it comes to the licenses that we need. But that's definitely within the year, we're going to have the Alagang OWA Butika and the Alagang OWA Lab for All Centers. No? So, I'm going to introduce free eye check-up.
Retirees.
Even OFWs, OWA members, no? And OWA previous members. No? So, sa amin, importante.
Paano kung kunyari, kasi for example, the sister of my yaya, yung yaya ko kasi mula nung pagkabata, kakagaling lang ng Hong Kong, tapos nag-retire na dito, but I'm not sure kung naging member siya dati. So kung retiree ka, pwede ka pa mag-member ng OWA?
I'm sure naging member siya once.
Okay.
Yung first time
Kasi
niya
kung
umalis.
legal naman, di ba?
I'm sure
naman
naging
siya.
member
Hong
siya
Kong galing.
kahit once.
Okay.
Pero ito na
Kahit
nga yung
once.
sinasabi ko eh. We will have, of course, a green lane for active members or OWA. Kasi kami yun eh, di ba? But definitely, how can we say no to other people, di ba? So, gagawa namin ng sistema yan. Just like how we reformatted the lounge access, etc.
Pati yung scholarships, di ba?
Kasi yung programa talaga sa OWA, sabi ko, dapat inclusive tayo. Kaya nga Alagang OWA, serbisyong may puso. Tinanong nila ako, anong vision natin para sa mga OWA personnel? Sabi ko, simple lang. Gusto ko malaman ng lahat na ang mga nagtatrabaho sa OWA, ang pinakamababait sa gobyerno. Kasi paano ka mag-aalaga kung di ka mabait? Hindi naman tayo police or what. Hindi tayo sa regulatory. Ang trabaho natin, mag-alaga. O, alam naman di ka mabait, di ba? So, simple lang. So, nung nag-planning kami, isa lang tanong ko sa kanila. Tanong ko sa inyo, bago ako dito sa OWA, galing ako sa Department of Migrant Workers. So, ang tanong ko sa inyo, ilan ang OFWs na na-touch ninyo, natulungan yan ninyo last year? Tapos sabi ko, ako magsasabi ng numbers sa inyo. Over 6 million.
Wow.
With all OWA services. And my challenge this year, sabi
Increase.
ko, is 10 million. OFWs and families that we touch and we help in some way in one of our services or all of our services. Because the point of government is to help. The point of government is that if you cannot do it on your own, at least there's government, there's a government program to help you. So if we're not helping, then what are we doing? So yun yung ano ko. So ngayon road to 10 million kami, which is sabi ko sa kanila, if you compute that based on our personal count, that would be 12 people that you're helping every day.
Per employee.
Yeah.
Yeah.
So yan ang mga inaano-ano natin sa OWA. But syempre sikat din ang OWA when it comes to giving saya. So we go around, we also invite artists with us.
Uy, stand-up comedy, oh.
Oo nga eh.
Cool Pals.
Tsaka sasabit na rin tayo.
Sabit. We invite artists to join us kasi nga, our OFWs magde-day off yan. Kung may day off man. alam naman pumunta yan, tapos gusto lang umiyak sa akin. Diba? Diba? Iyak lang ng konti, tapos pasayahin ko na, diba? Tapos, minsan pag tinatanong ko, ma'am, di iyak na, diba? O, yan, susolusyonan ko
Meron
na.
mga umiiyak.
Oo, tapos solusyon ka na yan, ma'am. O, iyak pa rin. O, ma'am, ayun na, anong number mo sa karaoke? Kasi, tapos sabi niya, ma'am, 7, ganyan. Tapos, parang,
Ready.
Para wala nangyari.
pero sabi ko,
Kamatagan.
umiiyak ka dyan. Hindi, ma'am, kasi yung
Bibirit siya, bibirit.
bibirit siya. Tapos sabi niya, kasi ma'am, nakasalang na yung kanta ko.
Para wala nangyari. Ay, saya na ko, PY. Tamang-tama ka sa posisyon mo. Sana tumagal ka pa dyan. PY for president! Student council kami, nagkakilala. I mean, we
Basketball and student council.
We
But-
go way back.
But and we also, siguro rin, I know that, some of our nakikinig sa atin ngayon and watching us, there are people from the private sector, from our generation, Some people, parang, I see online, parang, Pilipinas, you failed me. Parang something like that. Yun, nakakalungkot maging Pilipino.
Yeah.
But siguro, the message I want to share is that, huwag tayong papekto sa ibang bulok.
Yes.
Diba? Tayo magagawa, every country may bulok.
Yes.
I think if you're also willing, please join government also because we need good people in government.
And we don't have to be like,
Don't need to
elected.
run.
Alam mo yun?
Don't need to be a politician.
exactly. Oo.
I mean, for example, government has many aspects like arts, culture, sports, and then of course welfare, legal, medical. Lahat nga ng field, merong government counterpart. But we really need to, please don't give up on the Philippines. I think we can do this together, no. Yung mga bulok, wag natin sabihin na yun yung picture ng Pilipinas.
Oo, wag natin i-define yung sarili natin na
Walang
sila yung
pag-asa.
nagpa-front sa atin.
Oo.
Dapat
diba?
mas maingay tayo, yung mga may puso.
Yun. Saka, yung ganun kasi parang minsan sabi ko, gumi-give up siguro dahil sobra na.
Oo.
Diba?
Pagod na.
Pagod na, ganyan. And, parang paulit-ulit, diba? Pero pag give up tayo, ano lalo mangyayari? Oo.
May mga anak pa tayo, di. So, yung generation na yon, kung nag-give up tayo, paano na yung generation nila? Pilipino sila.
Oh, millennial na nga. Kaya nga, one sigurong more thing that I want to share, a personal advocacy of mine, and that's why, one of the reasons why I joined government, is that I dream of a Philippines na, sa overseas employment aspect, that our people, hindi na sila mapipilitan na magtrabaho as domestic workers abroad.
Yeah.
And so that's why I'm really pushing for upskilling. When I was with DMW, I helped open the market for Filipino workers in Europe, including positions skilled and professionals. So there are positions like caregivers, nursing assistants. No? So if you're a domestic worker, konting upskilling na lang, konting training na lang. And what we want is government and also private sector, mga generous, to help our domestic workers upskill themselves. And please lang, sabi ko nga, pag nagtitraining, wag naman yung parang nagdagdag ka lang ng hobby sa mga tao. Uy, alam mo, training ka. Turuan ka magawa ng pandesal. Pag nag-training kang gawa ka ng ganun, leading yun to employment or
dapat.
business. Hindi yung parang, ay,
Naturuan ka lang.
Oo, naturuan ka na, gumawa na siomay. Ito totoo naman eh.
O matutuwa yung amo mo, meron kang gagawing
Ay, may
pandesal
bago-
araw-araw.
Ay, may bago akong skill. Di ba? It needs, parang kailangan leading to that. So, we're really pushing for upskilling plus job placement, whether locally or abroad. For us, for our fellow Filipinos to be able to qualify for jobs na mas malaki ang sweldo, what we need is to equip them with the right skills and that are recognized globally. So, tayo in demand tayo as caregivers. The Department of Migrant Workers raised na the salary of our domestic workers after 18 years from $400 to $500. That's just their salary.
It's a big jump, yeah.
400 to 500. But for me, that's not enough. Kasi if that's your salary, and then 5 anak mo, paano mo mapapag-aral yan, di ba? So abroad, there's demand for caregivers. And the salary is like between 1,500 up. May mga $3,000 pa dyan, etc. Pag pinadala yan sa pamilya nila, mapapag-aral na yung anak. And that ends the cycle. So, yung anak ng domestic worker, and marami na akong gantong kwentong narinig. Anak ng domestic worker, lawyer. Anak ng domestic worker, nurse, engineer. So, pag nangyari yan sa isang komunidad natin, hindi lang siya nag-change ng family nila. Pati yung community at barangay, nagbago din at nag-develop.
Kasi, di ba, yung family nga is the smallest unit of the
society.
Society. So, parang pag once na may nagbago doon, outside that,
wala na yung cycle
kumbaga
na.
parang damay-damay na rin yan.
Na mag-OFW. Hindi, mawawala na yung OWA eventually.
Why not? Why not? That's the ultimate vision that we're no longer needed.
Oo nga na.
Why not?
Pero nakakalungkot.
Kaya,
Maybe a change.
pari 50% discount niya ng Nike. Hoy!
Maybe yun na nga papasok ko. Baka change in the role. Diba? So, sabi ko nga, dapat ang goal natin, mawala yung need for us. Because wala nang problema.
Ganda nun. Ano?
So mula sa kaboses nyong naiiyak na at ito rin yung aking advocacy. Si D.
Mula sa kaboses ninyong sana OWA member dahil sa 50% discount, Jeannie Lakay.
Kami ang Lady Bosses!
The opinions of podcast creators, hosts, and guests are not necessarily reflective of the official stance of the Pod Network Entertainment, its hosts, or other network programs. The content created by the people behind the podcast is personal and not meant to harm any religion, ethnicity, group, organization, company, or individual.